Welcome back to NC Bassing. I'm Landon Moore. Today I'm on Lake Norman from Queens Landing. Right here before I even put the kayak in, got one on the whopper plopper on the boat ramp. I mean, it's off to a good start obviously. Might be that first cast jinx though, but I ain't put the kayak in or got the GoPro out. Already caught one. He's solid. He's probably right at 2 pounds. Nice one. I was thinking about doing a topwater only challenge today, guys, but it's gonna be windy, so the spinnerbait bite might really pick up. Supposed to rain all day, that should really help the bite. Summertime, cool rainy days are awesome, and not only that, it keeps all the crazy boaters off the water, all the fish. I mean it's a Tuesday. They canceled the Tuesday tournament, so I might be like one of the only boats out here. I'm the only one in the parking lot. Hopefully that gets the fish biting. A lot of times, less people on the lake, more fish you catch. I like fishing in the rain. Hopefully catch a big one and see how it goes. A fish, oh man, got a freaking big one off the ramp. I think I hate using my jerkbait rod for crankbaits, but throwing a frit side right here. Can get another bite on top. That's a big one. I think that's a big one. Oh yeah. Man, they're hard to get in on these little hooks. Big old spot right here. I've caught so many fish off this ramp, guys. Back in the day, this is where I always put in. So many lights over here. What attracts these fish. Nice spot on the frit side. I guess I need to put the top waters down. Yes, toad. That might be a 3 pound spot. He was hooked good actually. I'd much rather use my glass rod, my cranking rod. That jerkbait rod's not really good for crankbaits, but I thought I'd end up throwing a jerkbait later. Good gracious, guys. That's a huge spot. I get a weight on this thing. 328, guys. I don't know if you can see that. Man, that's a big one. That's a good way to start the day out. Well, maybe I need to throw the crankbaits on. That spot's mean. He used to bite my finger and everything. There we go. Muffies. That makes me happy. I want to catch them on top way more. That's why I didn't do the topwater only challenge, because that's the fun in fishing, is figuring out what the fish want to bite. That's why I don't understand the big swim baits. I mean, catching on a big swim bait does look awesome, but it's just like you go out there and try to make them bite one thing. Just not what I like to do. I like to figure out the fish. It's a puzzle. That's why I love bass fish so much. That guy's tiny. He's been caught before. He's been caught quite a few times. Just a little guy. Oh, he's not big, but every fish has hit it away from the bank. None of them are on the bank. I'm making these precision casts for nothing because they're off the bank. They dropped the lake like crazy, guys, but it's coming back up. All the rain we had yesterday is starting to make it come back up a little bit. I mean, it's almost as high as it was. Water went down real fast and then came up real fast. There's a 14 1/4 probably. I love when they smash that whopper plopper though. I'd rather throw a bone today. These cloudy days like this, especially this time of year, I like throwing a bone color, but that chrome's been a good color for me. Man, I thought I had one. Just didn't fall straight. There's one. I had to put on the bottom bait, and he was on the bottom when he. Oh man. Good gracious, this fish is going crazy. Get away from that pole fish. It's a largemouth. I knew if I wanted to catch a largemouth, I had to throw this weighted wacky. They will not bite topwater right now. It's a big one too. For me. What is going on, guys? Look at that fish. Golly. Just nibbled it. Did not think that was a big fish at all. Wow. Freaking chunk right there. That's a big fish. Skinny, but a big fish. Man, I could have used these fish. It is 8 o'clock, guys. Ever since I left the ramp, I have not got a bite on top. I've been just covering the water. These deep docks, thought might have a fish. I was just thinking, only largemouth I've been catching. I thought he was a catfish for a second. Only largemouth I've been catching has been on bottom baits. I threw a Texas rig a little bit. That weighted wacky's getting a largemouth. They just don't want to hit top. 326, guys, almost the exact same weight of that spot I caught earlier. It's a good feeling to get that fish in the boat, because it's been slow, and I was starting to wonder if they're just done biting, because it's been an early morning bite every day. Fish swimming around out here. There's one. Oh my God, he's got me wrapped around something. Guess I gotta throw the wacky rig. Fishing in the wind. Man, I've been trying to fish the wind with topwaters and can't get bit. Guess I gotta find dock poles, and I can't see this fish. Not big at all. Not that big at all. Another one on the baton with the flick shake. That has been key lately. That fish has been caught a bunch. Fish has some sharp teeth. Tell I wasn't the first person that's caught him. He's a decent fish. Fought so hard. Well, I mean, that was a deep. They're eating it off the bottom too. They're not like eating it on the fall. It's like it's already on the bottom, and I twitch it, then they eat it. They're not as active as I thought they would be. I thought it'd be topwater all day. Good thing I didn't do a topwater challenge like I was thinking about doing, because they are not biting topwater. I mean, I got bit 4 times on that cast. Well, they're out here on the bridge. Just tiny guys. The underspin. Well, there may be perch, that's why I was missing them. Well, there goes the tail on my bait, of course. This underspin's so old, too. Little tiny guy. Biting this underspin. Don't know how many's down there, but apparently a lot. Oh, and there he goes. Wasn't that big, but still. Damn it. Dang. Holy crap, something big got it. I'm going to reel it in, got one. That feels like a giant. Guess I'm fishing it too slow. What is it? Hybrid? I think it's just a big spot though. It ain't really taking huge runs. Might not even be big, but he feels big. And this is, oh, I got him hooked on the belly somehow. How did I hook a fish like that in the gill? Keep missing them. I guess they're hitting the blade. There's definitely fish out deep, guys. I don't think I've ever hooked a fish like that. It's not bad. Not a bad fish. 16 3/4 actually. Crazy colors on that fish. It's like yellow. I mean, there's one. Man, there feels like a giant. I don't know if he's over that cross member or not. Well, he was, but he came over. I can barely get any bites, but when I do, it's a good one. At least he feels like a good one. That might be a catfish. Yep, he's swirling like a cat. Thought I felt his tail hit the line too. That's gotta be a catfish. Yep, of course. Dang channel cat. Just put some scent on this bait too. Should have known how to catch a catfish. I was asking for it. Really don't think scent matters for that much for bass, but it does help them hold on to it. It might not make them bite it, but it does help them hold on to it a little bit longer. Now I need to retie because it's a stupid fish. And he bent my hook. What do you know? Ouch. It's not Lake Norman bass fishing if you don't catch a catfish. It's been slow. It's supposed to rain all day, guys. It has drizzled here and there. It was pouring down when I got here. Right when I got here, it stopped, which is good. And I also found out that I have a crack in my hole right here behind the seat, which is not good. So I really don't want it to rain. It's hot as can be out here, but I don't want it to rain because I don't want my kayak to fill up with water. I'm going to figure out what to do with this hole. I guess I just leaned back in the chair one time too hard. I don't know why there's a crack in it, but there's a stupid channel. I don't mind them when it's not a tournament though. Are you kidding me? Well, got one out of the brush pile. Had something big. Wacky rig. They're probably loaded in brush piles deep if I ran them. It's kind of hard to run them in a kayak, but I haven't fished brush piles all day and there's fish in it, obviously. The only brush pile I fished. There we go. 3 fish in this brush pile. It's not that big. What did he just throw up? He threw up somebody's trick worm. It's not bad. I guess I got fish deep. These fish are deep. That's why I can't get a single bite on top. It's supposed to be storming, pouring down rain all day, guys, and it's not. That fish is dark. On that Rot Baits Vigilante creature bait. Cool looking fish. It's not huge, but they're in there. I mean, gotta get in the brush, because I threw that wacky rig over top. I could feel the brush just ticking over top of it. Nothing bit it. I get in there with this Texas rig. I got a 1/2 ounce, way bigger than I usually use. 1/2 ounce weight on there. Not big. I will take it. I thought they were going to be on the offshore spot, but they're not. They're just scattered and suspended. I'm not even going to try to fish for those fish. Starting to get the hang of this side imaging here. There's always one sitting on that pole. There's a little bit of brush on it too. He might be better than I thought. He can't be that big. On the shaky head. Yeah, he's little. Right baits probe and a spot remover shaky head. It's a little guy. Wish I could get a bite on Topwater though. Looks like it's about to rain. I've been lucky it ain't rained all day. Had to stand up and get one. Oh my gosh, thought he was tiny. Actually a nice one. It's coming right at me. Man, can't get a lot of bites, but the ones I'm getting are good. Finally. You would think the fish be biting in the wind, but every time I get out of the wind on this side of the lake towards the ramp, I get bit on that baton. Fish got a bloody tail. It's kind of weird. Probably been in somebody's live well. I'm sure he's a retread. This hook is getting very dull. So guys, storm come through. It started pouring down. I was about to get out here anyways, 3:30, fished all day. The bite really died after the first thing. I mean, I thought with the clouds, that's how it's been for the last few months for me. I mean, at least the last 2 months. First thing in the morning, they're killing and completely died. I thought for sure they'd bite Topwater all day. I thought I'd catch a bunch. That flick shake with the baton seems to be catching them. I'm starting to get a lot of confidence in that. The fish are definitely pulling off deep. If I was good at fishing deep, I was marking them out deep. I just couldn't catch them. On a hot sunny day, I bet you they're loaded offshore. Gotta get better at fishing offshore. If I can fix that crack in my kayak easy, I don't want to get a bunch of rain in there and fill the kayak up. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on NC Bassing.